up at all? It's kind of different, if anything.
Well, we've done a great job of laying the foundation for what these guys can expect, day in and day out. We talk about the workload that they're gonna have when we walk in this gym. So the difference is that you don't have to repeat yourself as much. Guys understand what's expected of them and how hard they have to go, the attention to detail that they need to have, and how focused they need to be throughout the practice.
Just having that continuity, have you noticed that you haven't had to repeat yourself as much as you were maybe further as far as you were able to in this first practice?
Well, the great part about this group is that they communicate well with one another. So it's not necessarily me having to say anything. Sometimes you have Paulo on the sideline coming over and grabbing a young guy to talk to him about what to do in a certain drill. So they felt it, they've seen it before. So that's the great part about that continuity, that they can really coach themselves.
It was Joe's birthday yesterday and then Jonathan's today. It seems like that's added a little extra juice to the energy at this group.
I mean, there's a little bit of an age gap between the two of their birthdays, but there was a great energy of our young guys singing happy birthday to each one of them each day when we hit the film room.
How good is it just to come in being healthy, with a healthy group to start training?
There was a level of excitement there for that. Philip talked about the continuity, and the same side with that is the fact that we have guys healthy and they can be out there together and continue to grow.
How did Anthony and Jet look in their first practice?
I think they looked really good. Their level of concentration was up. The guys were doing a great job of walking and helping them through. Again, there wasn't a lot of pause and stoppage for that reason. Our coaches do a great job of explaining things and laying out the game plan before the practice even starts.
Them going through the summer league practice, how similar is that, and how much does that help them with the learning curve right now?
Dylan did a great job in summer league. I think that's the benefit of us running a lot of the same things and the same drills. It helps the learning curve for these guys, so they're hearing the same message just from different coaches.
Do you like the quick turnaround of having just exactly a week to get ready for the first preseason game?
I do. I really do. I think because you can get in practices and you're going through the drills, you scrimmage against each other, the level of competition is up, and it's great to be able to go against somebody to see if what you're working on, it's going to end in a good result.
Outside of health, is there an area of improvement you're looking to emphasize for the first couple weeks of training camp?
I think we're just going to keep hitting home on our details, whether that's the right way to set a screen, our timing on passes. We want to make sure we're continuing to take care of the basketball. Then are focusing on how we crash the glass as well as how we defensively rebound.
Getting into the paint, scoring in the paint, something you excelled at last year. How much of emphasis is that going into the game?
The great part about having that same group back, we can point out, which we did today in our film session, where we were good. You want them to double down in that area and continue to improve there. But then obviously the areas that need work, we continue to hit those. But our area of improvement, you want to get better, but focus on what we were really good at.
Jamal, the first few days of practice, what are your main focuses that you're trying to get going?
Just defense, and the continuity offensively. We talk about being able to take away the rim first, defend without fouling. That's the next piece. And then how do we protect, the three-point line? How do we defend that three-point line next? And that's the area of focus. And that starts with, one, us taking care of the basketball so we can get back in transition and set our defense.
You mentioned how players are taking each other to the side, kind of helping coach each other up as much as you're coaching them. Do you sense that there's a level of ownership? You have this continuity, you have these guys who've been in the system for a while. Do you sense that there's just an ownership over the results of this team and the preparation for this team?
Absolutely. And they've talked about it. You guys spoke with them yesterday, and I would say each one to a man spoke about, what they have to do to help each other out. This thing is more of a partnership with these guys, helping them understand how we want to play and them accepting it and embracing whatever comes after that.
Did everyone make it through with no injuries or anything?
Yes, we are all good, no injuries.
Thanks, Jamal.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Appreciate you guys.
Coach.
Thank you.
I feel like with this team, you just got to
That's for sure.
Don't know why it took.
Appreciate it. Can we raise that a little bit?
I'll try to speak up.
Yeah.
I don't want to be the guy that messed it up.
Yeah, I was like,
Right. That's good. Yeah.
Good job, Phil.
Yeah,
happy birthday, man.
Appreciate you. Thank you.
Health. How you feeling?
I feel great. Feel great for good first day. We got up and down a little bit, played, worked on a lot of defense, so I feel good.
It's the first training camp in a while where you entered fully healthy. Just now that you have a perspective of what it feels like to not be healthy, how nice is it just to have those all clear?
Well, I just feel good. I feel good, having fun, glad to be in the mix of the team, and just that great energy today. And I feel good. I'm ready to run.
Coach Moses was talking about the importance of defense, the emphasis of defense, defending the three. Just what did you see from the guys out there defensively today and early in the game?
Well, I think we communicated really well today. Emphasis on over communicating, being where we need to be, and I have no doubt in my mind that we'll be a great defensive team this year with everybody healthy, with everybody back. I think it'll be a calling card of our team.
Are you vocal on defense? Like, what is your style?
Sometimes I'm half and half. Sometimes I just think it. I know where I'm supposed to be, and I just do it. And the next step is like doing it for the other guys. So it is speaking up, and Oz is on me about using my voice a bit more on the defensive end. I'm just so I see it. I'm going. I'm just in the mode.
You've been around this team, Coach Mills, and you've played a little bit, but does it still feel like everything's a little bit new? Like, how comfortable are you? How quickly are you picking things up? Or how comfortable do you feel? Compared to the rest of the guys.
I say not at all. I feel like I haven't missed a beat. I feel fresher than I have in a really long time. And I'm just ready to showcase that and be with the team and walk out.
You were talking about defense before. What specifically do you feel like you guys are going to excel at defensively?
I think our one-on-one defense, we're a big team. And so rebounding, getting one-on-one stops late in shot clocks with our size, I think is going to be huge. We got guards who can step on the guard. Markel, everybody. 8B is a great defender. Everybody knows about Kevon. We got so many great defenders. Suggs, oh my gosh. And then we got base who can defend. Franz, P, me. Wendell is a great 5 defender. We're going to defend this year. It'll be stark that we're going to go out and stop teams.
Because of y'all's size, do you think that takes a little bit of pressure off of you from being that defensive specialist, maybe being able to focus on other areas in your game on the floor?
Well, I'm going to be me. I see myself as being able to clean up anything that happens out there on the floor, any breakdowns, and they trust me for that. Me and Jay was talking about today about being there for each other, picking up the slack for the other guys wherever there is, and I think that with everybody back, there'll be less slack to pick up. So absolutely, we'll focus on other parts.
When you're feeling healthy like this physically, how good is it mentally when you can come into this maybe feeling that fresh and free feeling in your head as well?
It's fantastic. I don't even have the words. It's like I've been preparing mentally throughout this entire process of getting hit, coming back, and so I feel like I'm strong there. And now that the body is where it needs to be, the sky's the limit.
How's the birthday love been today?
It's been great. They sang happy birthday to me. I'm sure you guys will get to see that. It's been good.
Is a week enough time to get ready for a game?
I think so. We'll be strategic. We ran today. We got our conditioning in. I'm sure we'll do that tonight again and tomorrow as well. So I think so.
What do you think of the 2 rookies in their first camp?
It's so hard to say, but they play great. It's just, everybody's getting their feet wet. Everybody's excited. Adrenaline is running. And so as camp goes on, everybody will settle down a little bit and we'll get to work.
What do you remember about your first training camp, and how did it surprise you at all, and how does it compare to now?
I remember just being a deer in headlights, like just trying to keep up what's going on, figuring stuff out. So I know that they're feeling the same thing.
Good. Thank you, Jay.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, Jay. I appreciate it. Hey, B.
Step up just a little bit. There you go. Perfect. Let's lower that. Cool. Go for it.
All right, Anthony, how was your first day, your first training camp?
It was good. It was kind of a little bit of what I expected. Some defense, some competition, and really just getting a lot of the basics down. So it was a good first day.
We just asked JM what his first camp was like way back when, and he said he was like a deer in the headlights. Do you feel that way, or how do you feel like you're out there on the floor?
Not as much. I feel like it's a lot of similar concepts from training camp. So it's a higher speed, pace. So it's the same stuff, just at a higher pace. So it's just kind of getting on track with the pace.
How much have some of the older players helped you taking you the side during drills to kind of keep things moving? How much have they helped you kind of get acclimated? Help you even get prepared for training camp?
Yeah, a lot. Every day it's a different dude. Older dudes, some of the younger dudes even, just telling me about pace, finding my teammates playing a little bit slower. defensive tips. It's all type of stuff. So they're definitely doing a good job of teaching me and Jet kind of like what it is we're trying to do.
Does the first practice bring a little bit more realism to the fact that you are in the NBA now, you're on a roster, and you're ready to go for your first season?
Definitely, especially when all the coaches, people from the staff in the building, and then all the players are here. So it definitely feels more real.
Jay, I was talking about defense before, you guys being potentially a great defensive team. How do you kind of see? I know you're just a rookie, but do you kind of already envision what you could be defensively?
Yeah, I mean, we have a lot of length, a lot of athletes, and a lot of good guard defenders. So I feel like as long as we get the concepts down and we fly around, I think we could be a top 10 defensive team like we were after the All-Star break last year. They were. You know what I'm saying?
Do you have first impression of differences between college and NBA practice level?
It's more intense. There's more talking, and then the players. It's all high-level players, so it's the best players. So that's really the biggest difference. Is just talent and competitiveness.
How much did the summer league training camp kind of help you out and for now to prepare you and kind of maybe help that learning curve a little bit?
I think it helped me a lot. You know, like I said, we're doing like a lot of the same concepts, especially defensively, some of the same sets. So it's just now playing with different dudes, different talents and different things. So it's a lot of the same stuff. Yeah, it helped me out for sure.
Was that something you saw in going to, Eric Musselman's obviously a coach that's been in the NBA before. Was that something you saw when you went to Arkansas
For sure.
just to prepare you for this level? And how much did that really translate as you got into this set?
Yeah. First, you said that was a big part of me going there, was knowing that he knew what it takes to get here and kind of what it's going to look like in the league. So I think he did a good job of preparing me for like the intensity and just the pace, the attention to detail, all that. I think he did a good job of that.
Every team's different in terms of how easy it is for rookies to kind of assimilate into the locker room and the culture, but it's a pretty laid-back place here, it seems, in terms of the energy and the personalities. I feel like you're fitting in easily.
For sure. It's a lot of younger dudes, high energy, good people off the court, so it's easy to fit in with a group like this.
How does it compare to what you had at Arkansas in terms of personalities, level of energy, and stuff like that?
It's a lot of the same. We had a pretty young team at Arkansas. We have a younger team here. Everybody's pretty welcoming, and yeah, we just get after and compete kind of the same way.
It's a long season. I'm sure some of the vets have told you to pace yourself, but are you anxious for the first week to fly by so you get your first game under your belt?
Yes. But at the same time, I appreciate the practice and kind of the preparation for it, but for sure ready to get everything rolling here.
Everybody good?
Good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, man. See you soon.